Okay, just a quick update on this video. This is the weed eater, just a regular weed eater, some Kawasaki, just to do the new weed eater. This is the clutch area, and this is the part where the clutch opened up inside of that right there. You guys can see. What I did is I cut the other piece that was on this. It was in here. This was the piece that goes in here like this, and it went into this piece of the weed eater. You can tell there's the end of it, and there was this bar inside of it. This bar goes inside of this tube right here, up in here, and then it has these little latches on the end. See that? That's where the sprocket hooked onto. I mean the clutch. I mean where this was going here, and this was holding on here, and it was spin. Okay, but what I did, I welded this sprocket from a regular back brake of a bike, and I used that. I cut this piece off and put it in here. Cut one of these pieces off, stuck it in there, and welded a sprocket around there, and it worked just fine. See, so now I got that, and now I'm gonna attach it to here, and there we go. We have a weed eater without having to use a clutch or anything. So you accelerate from here, and it's like 2-in-1. So it's a perfect idea. Now in this video I'll show you guys what goes next. I have the other wheel here that I'm going to be using for the back tire. So I have this area all set up already, you guys can see. So we'll see you in the next video. Check out the video. Got some great stuff going on here, guys. Thank you. Okay, I have a weed eater here, and this is the motor. That's the weed eater here. I took the motor off, and this is the bar that goes inside this pole, that goes all the way through and comes out on this end right here, and latches to this piece right here, which is where the clutch goes. Clutch of this weed eater right there. So that goes right in here, and that's when it spins. The bar spins and the weed eater spins in the end. But what I did, I'm trying to attach this piece right here so I can put it in a go-kart or a bike, whatever. But it doesn't work. So what I did is I looked inside and I cut this piece off from the weed eater. Now I have that. See that thing right there spinning? Well, that's long enough where I can latch these in there like this. The trick part is, and then I can just manage to do that, or either way. But see how it's a little wobbly. So what I did is I'm gonna cut this bar. I'm gonna cut a piece, and it's gonna go right up in here, where this latches in here. There's perfect. It's fitted to fit this and grab onto it without stripping. So you can see that. So what I do is I'm going to cut a piece of this. I'm going to put this in here. Cut a piece off of this and stick it in there, and then weld that. It's going to spin once I weld that right here. Weld it all around here, and then there I'm going to have my my sprocket working with the clutch. So it'll be all in one. So that's how I'm going to turn that into so I will cut a piece here, stick it in there, make sure it grips on the right and it's tight in there. There you go. Weld it all around here. Figure out the best way to attach it to that. Cut right there, and then I'll have that. I'll have my tire with that. So I'll have these weed eater right there. You can see it goes right there. Have this wheel right here. This one it's the solid wheel, and I have that there. And I have these right here, and then there you go. So I'll go with this. Then I have two of them now that I can put the chain on there, and we're gonna see what happens. I'll show you guys in the next video. Okay, this is a weed eater It's a Kawasaki weed eater motor that I got. This is the other part for it. As you can tell, that goes inside here, and it latches into it matches that point right there, and it goes in there, and then it spins on the other side, and it does the cutting for it. But my point is, I'm trying to make it into weed eater, into a motor for a go-kart. So I'm gonna show you guys how we're gonna do this, because I mean, you really need. You don't have this piece attached to it. I have to attach this piece to this. So we're gonna find out what we can do to put this together. So what I have in mind, see this? You gotta find a piece that matches that. When this opens up, it locks that, and then it spins all together. And if you have this attached to it, then it will make a spin. But you can't really attach it to it because these things don't match. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in here, and you can see there's a nipple right there, and I'm gonna find a way to attach this to that, and then I'll be able to make my go-kart. It will be a good thing to do if I do that. So I actually know how to do it already. I marked out a little line right here. I'm gonna cut it right there, and I'm gonna show you guys how to know with that. Okay, see what happens. Okay, I'm creating a homemade go-kart. I got a 49cc motor on there, and I built so many other. This is an electric car I built. I reconstructed those motorcycles right there. Rebuilt all those motorcycles. These were pieces of junk. They were considered junk, rusted. I mean, you name it. It was the worst I ever seen it. This one was really bad too. I built the other ones. This is my fourth invention for go-kart. And as you can see, I'm on mounting the motor part. I built the frame. The frame is 4 foot long from that end all over to that end. It's 4 foot, and the pieces in between, those pieces right there, it's 18 inches. So I'm mounting the motor right now with some L brackets. Not L brackets, I mean some L. These angle metal, piece of metal. I use some angle like this to mount it. You guys can see I already mounted that part. I'm gonna get to that right now, but the sprocket, I took it off a bike and welded a piece of 1/2-inch tubing and then 7/16 roll bar, and I just welded out. I used a square to make sure it was straight. I can't get close to it because of welding, but if your square is straight and it's even, both is not having to play, and you're pretty much there. I use these bar hangers right here. They spin, you know. I still gotta weld that part in there so it's all stuck together. I'm gonna use some bicycle tires here. This is 7/16, I think. The bicycle rim that I'm using, it's pretty much, it's over here. It already has a brake disc on it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach that to it right there. It's gonna go the other way actually. So this brake disc goes here, and I'll show you guys what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna put some spaces on there. What I'm gonna do is I already have the motor and all that. I gotta weld these pieces that I assemble in the motor, but I will put a brake caliper right here. I'll use the same thing. I'll use angles like this. Okay, this type of angle, and that's what I'll be using to attach the caliper on it. So that's pretty much what's gonna. This is gonna be welded on, and then this car is gonna be rolling. I will create the spindle system. If you want to go to check out my I created many spindle systems, homemade spindle systems. I created homemade spindle systems. That's where you can look me up over Fernando Rodriguez homemade spindle systems, or steering system, homemade steering system, whatever. You can look me up on there, and but I'm gonna show you guys on this video how to create the spindle and the steering system, and attach the brake and do all that stuff. So okay, go see you guys in the next clip. Okay, now we're here. We're gonna do the seat. As you see right there, that chair right there, it's from a regular school chair, I guess. I cut the legs off. I'll show you guys what it looks like once you cut the legs off. If you got one of these, the legs look like this, which I'm gonna use this as my exhaust pipe eventually. I have the on my motor, it doesn't have an exhaust pipe right there. I don't know if you guys can see or not, but right there, the exhaust pipe was right there. So I'll be doing this out of that little. I'll make a little. I'll cut the leg off so it can breathe. But anyways, the chair looks like this. I welded some. There you go. You guys see it. I welded the tubing. It's called I think it's half-inch tubing, or square tube, or whatever you want to call that. I'm not a metal guy, and I just know how to weld. It's 1 inch or 3/4. Oh, it's a 3/4. 3/4. So what I did, I measured my area from here to here, and then I want to weld this part first on the chair. This is what it will look like once you welded it. So when I lay it here, then I can weld easier. That's already welded, so I just set it on there, and it'll be done. So you guys see, that's gonna be that part. I can't do it all by myself, but anyways, that's the part where the seat comes in, and I'll be recreating the spindle system. I guess I'll be talking to you guys about the spindle system in a little bit.